Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about digital transformation, which is a buzzword that's out there at the moment and lots of people using it. What I wanted to do today was just to introduce our thoughts on digital transformation, as well as share what we're trying to do for customers, whether they're at the start of their journey or have already progressed some way through that transformation. And really we are talking about transformation for marketing here. So in our world, what we think about is 4 different pillars: centralising systems, single customer view, reporting and refinement, and then using a joined up approach to your marketing. So if we start with centralising systems, what does that mean really? Well, very simply, you've got multiple systems in your business. We've got a website, we've got a CRM, we've got email, we've got perhaps automation tools and workflows going on, and for some businesses you may well still be working on spreadsheets. Hopefully not, since the GDPR policy came in a few years ago, but if you are, then I would highly recommend getting information into your CRM. So what we're talking about here is making sure that these systems all are joined up, they are all talking to each other in a coherent manner, so that we've got a single data set, if you like, for your business, so that you haven't got different information sitting in your website as you've got in your CRM, as you've got in your email automation tool. And that's really the first step to transformation in our eyes from a marketing perspective. Once we have that and we have a centralised data source, that allows us to get to step 2. And step 2 is creating a single customer view. Very briefly, a single customer view is a snapshot of a customer. That might contain anything from their demographics, who they are, firmographics, what sort of company they work for, what their needs are from a marketing perspective or from you as a business, as well as transactional information. Not necessarily transactional meaning purchase, but key interactions with your business. So perhaps website downloads or CPD requests or whatever that might be. Once we have our system centralised, that means we can now move on to a single customer view and actually create this viewpoint of any person that comes to your business, what their behaviours are, what they're doing, and how they're interacting with your business. At that point, that allows us then to segment that information. And segmentation is the primary purpose of it is to make sure that we're sending more relevant, more personalised, and more targeted content to those people. And the only way we can do that is to get to a single customer view. Okay, so now that we have our buckets of individuals, our segments, we can start to market to those people much more effectively using more personalised, relevant content. So whether we're using apps or pushing personalised message over your website, email activity, social, or even in store, we can be serving the right content to those people at the right time. Step 3 then is around reporting and refinement. So each of these characteristics, each of these behaviours, each of these transactions will result in a bunch of data being collected, and the job then is to analyse that data and understand how people are interacting with the business, how people are interacting with different channels, and ultimately start to refine that process and see patterns, which can then be fed back up into your segmentation and into your messaging again. Number 4 is a more generic approach in terms of the concept, but it's something that we're very keen on here. Joining up your channel activity is absolutely imperative. So if you're still working in silos within your channels, it's not an effective use of your budget or time. What we'd like to do is to make sure there's overlap between what we're doing from an SEO strategy to content strategy, whether it's PPC or even your media strategy. Whatever we're doing is in a joined up approach so that all those channels are benefiting from each other, not working in isolation or indeed against each other. So that's the 4 elements that we try and focus on for digital transformation. Hopefully you found that useful. If you'd like to find out a bit more information about us or more information about digital transformation, please go to our blog at www.poorlycreative.co.uk/blog.